Did you guys know that giants existed in pre-flood times, and some of these giants reached heights of 1.5 miles? Let me explain. In scripture, in the book of Genesis, it talks about giants. Genesis 6:4, there were giants in the earth in those days and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. So these giants are half fallen angel and half human. In fact, in the book of Enoch, it talks about the same thing, but goes further into detail. And to those of you saying I shouldn't use the book of Enoch as a source of information, tell that to Jude in the Bible, because he quotes directly from the book of Enoch. Jude 14:15, and Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these sayings, Behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000 of his saints. This verse is only found in the book of Enoch. It is found nowhere else in the Bible. And the Bible does say for something to be true, you need 2 or 3 more witnesses. So this verse would need 1 more witness, and that's found in the book of Enoch. This is book of Enoch chapter 7, and they took wives for themselves, and everyone chose for himself one each. And they began to go into them, were promiscuous with them, and they taught them charms and spells, and they showed them the cutting of roots and trees. And they became pregnant and bore giants, and their height was 3,000 cubits. 3,000 cubits would be about 4,500 feet. These devoured all the toil of men until men were unable to sustain them. And the giants turned against them in order to devour men. So basically these giants got too big and men couldn't sustain them. They couldn't feed them. These giants used to be worshipped. They are known as demigods in mythology throughout the world. And it's interesting to know that throughout the world there are legends of giants everywhere, especially man-eating giants. So these giants were huge. Baruch 3:26 from the Bible. They were the giants famous from the beginning that were of so great stature and so expert in war. Now the question is, what happened to these giants? Where are these mile-tall giants? Well, these mile-tall giants could be right under your noses. The pictures I'm about to show you is from my good friend Sibs on Insta. He's basically the Indiana Jones of giant fossil hunting. When God saw that his creation was being perverted, he caused a big old flood, killing off the Nephilim, the giants. And with a great flood comes a mud flood. So what basically happened, these giants suffocated and were covered in mud and then fossilized. Because when a creature is preserved when they're alive, you can still see a lot of detail, such as this interesting looking mountain in Italy. I'm going to show you the same picture but mirrored. Yeah, that's very creepy. But yeah, it's the same picture, just it's the mirrored effect. And you can clearly see a face. You got the eyes, you got the lips, the nose, neck, shoulder. Here's another real mountain. Cerro del Muerto, Mexico. Yeah. Here's another one. This one's pretty strange too. This is the Tootsklof Pass in South Africa. Here are the eyes, the nose, the mouth. Here's more. Here's another giant's face. Here's that same picture but mirrored. Again, you can see eyes, nose, mouth. So when the Great Flood happened, these giants were buried like up to here, gasping for their last breath of air, and then being covered in mud, preserving their facial features. But it's just an idea. Who knows? Fact is stranger than